Joe Load is back on the line now. Joe, you want to start a protest?
Yeah, well, I don't mean to linger on this, but yeah, I think we should start protesting the NFL until they get their head on their body a little straight.
The NFL and I saw an interview yesterday where they're saying, listen, we really respect people's rights to be able to come out and to speak up and to speak about what's important to them. The problem is that there needs to be a clear and precise decision from the NFL, and it should be. Listen, when the national anthem's on, you got to stand. This is not an American thing. It's not a your rights thing. You work for the NFL, and we stand for the national anthem, period. I mean, right. I totally agree with you. You said there's somebody.
So wishy-washy.
There's somebody locally that is it the undersheriff?
Yes, I've seen on Facebook that Undersheriff Rob Swinskowski, I don't want to mischaracterize, but I believe I saw a picture, this was going back a couple of weeks, where he basically put all of his NFL gear in a room and said, I'm not watching or participating or anything until they take a stand on this. And I'm paraphrasing that, but that's pretty much where he was on this a couple weeks ago as well.
And that's why I like Rob. He stands for something.
And the other part of this is that over the weekend there was an issue over the cleats. And some players wanted to wear like red, white, and blue cleats, supporting the troops or what have you. And the NFL said no to that. So they say no to one thing, but they aren't saying anything about the other. I mean, they got to stand up and be strong.
Yeah, they're wishy-washy.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll tell you what, though. The league is very strict on uniform. They have a very, very strict uniform policy, and it cannot be broken. That is one thing they do not budge on.
And keep in mind, in America, you have the right. And maybe this plays a role in this. I guess it could. But you do have the right. It's not a law that you have to stand up during the national anthem. You have a freedom of expression and a freedom of speech. The problem is where does freedom of speech end and freedom of expression end? It ends with your contract. When you take on a job and you take on a contract and you take all this money, a lot of money, and you now work for the NFL, their image is they get to decide what their image is. And if their image is stand for the national anthem, I think Joe's right. You stand. End of story.
It's I can't remember the player's name, but this happened in the NBA maybe 20 years ago. He played for the Nuggets. Abdur-Rahim.
I've heard of people not doing it because of religious reasons.
He did not stand, but I've heard Bill, in a similar vein to what you're saying, that not the league would take action, but a team could say, we view this as decisive. It creates a disturbance in the locker room.
You're right.
So either you stand or you're going to be fined.
There's an image issue here. There's an image. It's not the image the NFL wants. They have the right to articulate what their image is and how, they train players on how to deal with the media. They tell you what you can and can't say. Very few players have the ability to be able to come out and speak their mind. Really speak their mind. You have to really go by you've got to go by way of the NFL. But in this case, Joe's right. They're being wishy-washy. Stand up and make a decision.
Amen.
And by the way, stand up and make a decision. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Joe. So, but will you stop watching?
Bill, I'm not wearing my football jersey until the NFL stands up.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that you lost last night?
Oh, no, you had to bring that up. Listen, I'm still in New York Tiki mode. I don't care about the NFL yet anyway.
As a Dallas fan,
Joe.
Yeah, see, Joe's a big Dallas fan.
Joe.
So. All right, Joe. By the way, did you see I found that six-pack of Coca-Cola, the Dallas Cowboys six-pack. Did you see it?
I didn't see it yet. I thought that was coming to me.
It's coming to you. I'm saving it for you, all right?
Okay.
You don't want it now, though. You don't want it now.
I'm sorry?
You're protesting. You don't want it now, so I'm not going to give it to you now.
Wait till after it's done, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Thanks, Joe. Okay. Here's Jack in Utica. What do you think, Jack?
Oh, I think of what Joe Lowe was saying is right. I mean, you work for a company and they want to conduct themselves a certain way. You have to kind of, go for what the company thinks is your best interest. And,
yeah.
It's all marketing, it's a gimmick and stuff, and it's like, it's crazy. They're asking you to do something that we've done forever. Look at baseball games and how patriotic it is. I mean, well, since when? Why is he just doing it all of a sudden? Why hasn't he done it his whole career? It's It's hypocrisy.
Well,
I mean, you got a white owner for the NFL. The team owner's white. He has white parents who adopted him. I mean, and now all of a sudden he's for black rights.
Well, I mean, you can't criticize somebody for being for standing up for the rights of black people, I guess. The problem is this whole Black Lives Matter thing has just gotten in itself so wishy-washy. It's all over the place. It's about cops. It's about, is this about the military? Is it about war? What is it about right now? Everybody's got a different take on it.
Bill, did you know the Black Lives Matter actually said pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon? What do we want? Dead cops. What do we want them now? In what context is that okay?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, and I'm not
and
sure.
How come they're getting invited to the White House by Obama?
I don't. I think we're getting it a little deeper than I want to go, Jack.
Off topic.
We're going deeper into the topic than I really want to go today. So, all right, Jack, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. End of the day, though, I really think if the NFL were to stand up and say, you're going to stand during the national anthem, this is the NFL, you're going to follow the rules of the NFL, I think they could do that. You're under contract. Barb. Hi, Barb.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, it's Barb. Good morning, Barb. What's your take on this?
I read in the New York Times over the weekend, the NFL commissioner, they interviewed him.
Yeah.
He says he's going to let the players, all the players, express their political views.
Yeah,
and I don't see that being the normal stance taken by the NFL.
No, I don't. Can you imagine if, when we talk about political views,
do they get to wear Trump hats and Hillary hats? I mean, what's next?
No, that's a uniform issue.
Oh, okay.
They won't be able to. But what if someone said, I don't, started speaking out saying, like this was an issue a couple of years ago, I don't want a gay player on my team.
Right.
I don't want a gay teammate. I don't think the league would allow that.
Well, that's
you
probably
would be disciplined for that stance.
That's really, I think it's a completely different topic. But
it's a different topic, but it's a political, a political issue that's out there.
Yeah. Sue, I want to give you a chance before I break here. Sue in Utica, go ahead.
I just want to put my input in. Why isn't he protesting if the Black Lives Matter so much, the 500 murders in Chicago, black-on-black crime? I think it's gotten so total out of control that the blacks are shooting their own people.
Well,
and wars and whatnot. Why isn't he protesting that and doing some good in Chicago? Put that $1 million there to
do something positive. Sue, again, you're going deeper than I want to get today because these are really two different topics. But it would be a great decision if he were to, instead of just protesting, to do something that would send out a positive image or something that might help. Right? That would be something that would be productive. I agree with you on that. So, all right, Sue.
I hope enforcements go away.
You hope what? I didn't catch what she said there, but.